Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, the snow returns for some of us, but will it cause more issues on the roadways heading into the weekend? And a racist post on President Donald Trump's social media account is taken down.
And we're continuing to track those chances of snow this weekend.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. It is a first alert weather day once again, mainly for the bitter cold temperatures to kick off the weekend, but some folks did see a little snow today too. Meteorologist Megan Dusmall has our first look at the forecast.
We're still watching some of that snow, and because of the wintry mix and for some folks rain chances that we saw earlier, there is some of that liquid out on the roadways, which means as those temperatures do drop tonight, we could see a chance for icing on those roadways, which is another thing that we're tracking heading into your weekend. So feels like temperatures right now, mixture of the 20s and 30s. Again, this is the feels like temperatures. We're definitely seeing those wind speeds picking up this afternoon. That's what's going to continue overnight. And as we head overnight, those temperatures drop to the mid-teens, well below freezing. So as I mentioned, any liquid water that you're seeing out in those roadways right now will be freezing over, causing you some hazards heading out of the door for your Saturday morning. So make sure you're being careful. And those wind chills will make these temperatures feel like the single digits for many. So make sure you're bundling up as you're heading out tomorrow. But speaking of those temperatures, here's what we're looking at throughout the day, dropping those temperatures as we're heading into about 6 a.m. tomorrow. Steve.
All right, Megan, thank you. Well, take a look at this. Snow has been falling in northeastern Kentucky for much of the day, obviously causing some issues up there. This is what it looked like in Ashland earlier. Officials in Boyd County are urging everyone to stay off the roads tonight if possible. This is one area under a winter weather advisory where 1 to 3 inches of snow was expected. A plane had to make an emergency landing at a Kentucky airport this morning. Boyle County Sheriff Taylor Bottom says it happened at Stuart Powell Field at the Danville-Boyle County Airport. Both the Sheriff's Office and the Danville Fire Department responded. They tell us a Cessna Citation plane was taking off from the airport but had an issue and had to come back down. Thankfully, none of the 4 people on board were hurt. The search continues tonight for the mother of Today co-host Savannah Guthrie, a day after confirming that blood found outside Nancy Guthrie's Tucson home belonged to her. The Pima County Sheriff says investigators are waiting for more DNA test results. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to the Kentucky native's safe return or the arrest of anyone involved in her disappearance. The sheriff says his department will continue to work under the assumption that Guthrie is still alive unless it gets evidence suggesting otherwise. Actor Timothy Busfield has been indicted on child sex charges. The 68-year-old is facing 4 counts of criminal sexual contact of a child. He's accused of engaging in unlawful sexual conduct with 11-year-old twin boys. Busfield denies any wrongdoing. His wife, actress Melissa Gilbert, has publicly expressed support for her husband. Attorney General Pam Bondi says the FBI has made an arrest related to the 2012 attack on U.S. government facilities in Libya. She says the suspect will face murder, terrorism, and arson charges. Bondi says he'll be prosecuted in Washington and landed in the U.S. this morning. Then U.S. Ambassador Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans died in the Benghazi attack. Backlash is growing after President Donald Trump posted a social media video featuring the Obamas. It promoted false claims of election fraud and showed the faces of the former president and first lady superimposed onto the bodies of apes. Several Republican lawmakers called the video racist and urged the president to take it down, which was done around midday. The White House says a staffer posted the content erroneously. It was up for about 12 hours before being removed. The White House press secretary claims outrage over the video is fake. She says the video depicts Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as Lion King characters. New York and New Jersey are now suing the Trump administration over freezing $16 billion for a major infrastructure project. The lawsuit comes after President Trump presented Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer with an offer last month to unfreeze the funds. In exchange for the money, Schumer had to agree to rename New York's Penn Station and Washington's Dulles International Airport after Trump. According to two sources, Schumer rejected the offer and told the president he did not have the power to approve such an unorthodox request. The Gateway project, currently on hold, would connect New York and New Jersey through a new rail tunnel under the Hudson River. The U.S. stock market roared back today as technology stocks recovered much of their losses from earlier in the week, and Bitcoin halted its plunge, at least for now. The S&P 500 rallied for its best day since May. The Dow Jones Industrial Average soared more than 1,200 points, or 2.5%, and topped the 50,000 level for the first time, while the NASDAQ Composite leaped more than 2%. Thousands of football fans are in the Bay Area for Super Bowl 60 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. As the excitement builds, San Francisco is at the heart of the action, hosting official NFL events, interactive fan experiences, and parties around town. 68,000 seats at Levi Stadium will be packed. Millions will also watch on television. And it's not just about football. Many watch the Super Bowl for the commercials or the halftime show, which features Bad Bunny this year. Now, the selection of Bad Bunny for the halftime entertainment back in September was met with both excitement and outrage. Michael Yoshida reports.
I just want people to have fun. There's gonna be it's gonna be a huge party.
A performance the whole world will be watching. Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny is one of the most popular recording artists across the globe, with an astounding 19.8 billion streams on Spotify last year alone. Still, not everyone is a fan of his selection as Super Bowl halftime performer.
I never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy.
Bad Bunny has been a lightning rod for conservative criticism after speaking out against the Trump administration's immigration enforcement policies, with the Spanish language singer even going as far as excluding the continental U.S. from his last tour over fears that ICE could possibly raid the concert venues. Despite the outrage from some on the right, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is standing by the decision.
This platform is used to unite people and to be able to bring people together with their creativity, with their talents, and to be able to use this moment to do that. And I think artists in the past have done that. I think Bad Bunny understands that, and I think he'll have a great performance.
Analysts say the decision to hand the mic over to Bad Bunny is an easy one.
Commercially, he makes a lot of sense. He is a good business decision. We know that Bad Bunny brings in viewers and listeners, and there's a whole lot of people that are going to be watching.
And according to Bad Bunny, audiences only need to worry about one thing.
It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be easy, and people only have to worry about dance.
I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Now, Turning Point USA is offering an alternative halftime show. It will be headlined by Kid Rock and also feature country artists Brantley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett. Kid Rock says it's for people who don't want to see Bad Bunny wear a dress and sing in Spanish. Turning Point USA will stream its show on its social channels. Today is National Wear Red Day, or Go Red for Women Day. It's designed to bring greater attention to heart disease as a leading cause of death for Americans. Cardiovascular disease remains the #1 killer of women in the United States, but it is preventable. The risk factors include high blood pressure, diabetes, elevated cholesterol, obesity, lack of sleep, and cardiovascular conditions during pregnancy. Research shows less than 50% of women recognize that they are at risk for heart disease. A new study finds how well a cancer treatment works may depend on the time of day it's given to patients. Researchers gathered more than 200 people who had the same kind of lung cancer and put them on the same type of treatments to fire up their immune systems. The only difference was that half the group got their medications earlier in the day and the other half got them later. The surprise finding was that the time of day made a difference. Patients who got their first rounds of treatments before 3 p.m. had on average about 5 more months before their cancers grew and spread, and they lived almost a year longer than those who got their treatments later in the day. They also had better odds of being alive at the end of the 2-year study. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, it's a product that could have come in handy recently. We'll test out a snow remover brush.
And we're under a winter weather advisory for some counties across the region. I'll be tracking that.